Hey everyone, I'm Jar and welcome back to my hardcore world. In the last episode we focused on improving our village by building an autocrafter for some bamboo blocks, creating detailed paths and starting the village transformation with 2 new villager houses. Unfortunately we ran out of bamboo, so didn't do more. But today we're going to finish the housing district of our village and build a bamboo farm to automate our bamboo collection. We also might tackle the chest monster problem that's kind of forming over behind me. This isn't just about building. I want to make the village just feel that little bit more alive, and I'm going to go and gather up decorative blocks and really start to flesh out the area with some minor little details, just to make those villages just feel that little bit more comfortable. As well guys, I've been looking for names for my horse and dog, and I'd love your guys' help. So please pop down in the comments some name suggestions, and if I find some name tags, you guys will get to claim their name and they will become a permanent part of my hardcore world. That out of the way, it's time to focus on the episode, which today is going to be building up this village district. As you can see, I've got 2 house designs behind me, and I want to populate this area up to that doorway, in between the paths, with more of those style buildings. Maybe one slightly larger one. But let's get started. So first things first guys, I need to quickly nip back over to my starter house, pick up some more wool from my lovely sheep, and then I can crack on getting the plans laid out for the rest of the village housing area. Oh, I'm not mentally prepared for these sheep again. Well, that didn't seem so bad. I forget, these must be out of the distance for simulation, because I thought they would have regrown that by now. Anyway, 42 ain't bad. If I can find the other bits of wool I've got, I should have plenty to map out with. Okay, I've got my wool. So what I need to do now is run around like a madman in a quick time lapse and get all the blue blocks placed down and mapped out for all my houses. So we've got planned out a couple of new sized buildings. So as you can see behind me, this one is a 2-story building, like you can see that. I'm going to make my own variation on that with the sort of Miranda at the front. I can't think of the other word for it. It'll come to me in the post edit. And then over here, the first one of the Netherrack is the sort of big chimney house that you can just see there in the background next to the trees. And then the rest are all kind of... Oh, there's another 2-story one behind me there. And then the rest are going to be slight variations of those 2 that we've already built. So what I need to do now is, 1, make sure I go kill that skeleton that I just spotted, and light up this area. And 2, I need to get some of the more decorative blocks, so flower pots and flowers and paintings and stuff like that, and get all that in place, and then I'll be ready at some point to do a big time lapse and smash out all these buildings in one big go, and that'll be the episode. Hey everyone, as you can see I am prepared for my bamboo farm. I've dug out myself a little cave, hopefully where my chest monster's gonna go, but for now this is where I'm going to build my bamboo farm. Off screen did a few things such as repair my pickaxe so I could carve out this, and then used my other pickaxe so I could harvest enough cobblestone to make all the components. And as you can see in here, I've got 16 observers, 16 pistons, the redstone dust I need, some blocks for placing on, and a bunch of hoppers, and then a load of glass to kind of encase it and stuff. I will be placing that all on mud so it can get me picked up from the hoppers below. So, what I'm going to do is clear my inventory of bits and bobs I don't need right now. Take all of these, and let's get this built. What I'm going to start with is not the mud, I'm going to start with the hoppers. And what I want is, I want some chests. I need at least one chest, because that's where everything's going to filter down into. Put you there. Okay. So shift click, a load of hoppers, they all feed over to the chest over there. Lovely jubbly. There we go. And then we've got a space, and then I don't want those there, do I? That's where I want my... No. They are meant to be there. My pistons are going to go on the block above. So, what I can do now, place the mud down. And let's get these pistons placed down, all facing out towards here. There we go. And then the way this is going to work, we place observers that are going to spot for the bamboo to grow up when they reach a certain height, and when they do, they will activate the pistons, and bada boom, we get ourselves some lovely bamboo to put into our autocrafter. And my plan is, at some point or other, to tie the two together so it can just auto-harvest and auto-produce. Place these down. And the glass is just here to make sure any of the bamboo gets pushed down onto the mud blocks. And we get to harvest it. There we go. All done. As simple as that. One bamboo automatic farm, so I can just AFK in here for who knows how long, and I will have bamboo filtering in. Lovely jubbly. Let's just wait around and see it actually work. Ooh, excuse me, little bat friend. I'm just waiting for the show. Oh, and there we have it. That's our first collection of bamboo. We've got 5. Nice, not too bad. That's almost a block's worth. So, now that this is fully functioning, what I want to do is finally tackle the chest monster that's up above us and get it all down here. Just try and tidy up a little bit up there so it doesn't look so garish when I'm doing time lapses and stuff like that. So, I'm going to get to that tedious task, and hopefully that will give this opportunity to get up and running well and truly, and I can clear away all those bamboo shoots that you can see up at the top. Alright, let's crack on. Alright, let's get all the chests cleared down here. I can't even be excited about it. Anyway, let's get it done. It's done. Oh, that took forever. That was such a tedious task, and it took me over an hour. But it's all done, and all these chests are hidden away and slightly more organised. So finding things shouldn't be so bad, and I won't have stacks and stacks of doubled up things. So, time to progress with the episode. So guys, off screen I've been doing a little bit of resource gathering and preparing for the rest of this village transformation. The project's a lot bigger than I ever thought it was going to be, so I am going to now break this village transformation down into stages. So, as I said at the start of this episode, I have got this sort of villager housing district. I've done some off-screen resource gathering, made sure I got plenty of bamboo, tough blocks and all the dark oak that I could hope for to be able to sort of build this all up. So what I need to do now is I'm going to show you a lovely time lapse of me building all these houses, and then we'll come back and decorate it. So let's get to it. Okay, so as you can see from the time-lapse, guys, I have got all these lovely new villager houses placed into this sort of housing district. So, well, I need to get rid of you at some point. But what I need to go do now is go around and add all the sort of finishing details. So as you can see, this one is slightly more completed and finished. We'll ignore the interior for now. But what I want to do is get all the rest of these done, start adding some detail, maybe extend the paths through and wind them around a little through the buildings. But get this place looking a little less boxy and bland and add in those finer little details. So I'm going to whip around and get started on that with you guys. So here we have it, guys, the completed village transformation of the housing district. So it's that great. A wandering trader seems to have moved in. I've done such a good job. So starting from this sort of entrance where I built these two previously from the last episode, I've added in one of the new two-story houses and the big sort of extra large house here, as you can see, and I've bordered the entire district with sort of a set of birch leaves and stuff to kind of frame the housing district a little bit more. And then I've added in some sort of greener patches and stuff. I've gone through and littered the area with sort of coarse dirt blocks and stuff just to kind of show that there's a a little bit of traversal happening through here. It's not all sort of green and overgrown and stuff, but as you can see, I've popped in bits of colour and stuff with rose bushes and flowers and stuff like that. And then on the actual buildings themselves, I've added, as you can see from the previous ones, let's go to one of the newer ones. I've added buttons, kind of like studs or nails that connect the building together. And then on some of these flatter sides, I've just varied up with inverted stairs and a lot of the tough blocks and their variants in different orders and stuff to just kind of frame things. This I quite like. I like my entrance to my double-story villager house with the sort of inverted stairs that kind of like pinch in and just kind of create this very cozy sort of entrance. The only thing I haven't done is kind of texturize, and that's quite deliberate. I'm thinking I want this to still feel like sort of OG Minecraft, so I don't want to go too far from what these buildings already are. So I've kept it very simple on the colour palette and stuff like that. I haven't varied it up and such. Some of the minor little details I've added in some of the hanging signs and such, just to kind of vary it up. And yeah, again, here's one of the sort of little entrances. No tuft brick walls and stuff here, but as you can see up here, I've sort of created little indents and stuff just to vary it all up. But I think overall, I'm really quite happy with this. I was about to say, every time I sort of navigate through, there's like a small little difference, like a little bench there and stuff. Just something to kind of catch your eye, I feel. Or like llamas, who seem to be... Have they lost their master? Or is he... Who knows? Sorry, little llama. Yeah, don't know what's happened to the Wandering Trader, but hey-ho. But this is probably one of my favourite spots. This sort of little alleyway, you can just see my old Iron Farm prison in the background. I just love that. Completely ignoring the please subscribe signs that I did not input here at all. Just kind of look up and avoid them. But yes, I think this brings us naturally to the end of the episode. So, if you've enjoyed this in any way, shape or form, let's just get those leads. Please think about a like and a subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode where I think it's about time I look at upgrading gear and think about getting to the end. But till next time, guys, see you later.